What happened was about 20 years ago, it was 20 years ago, the local publican here, P.G. O'Hare, who's since gone to his reward, he was an auctioneer and he was a county councillor and a businessman. He owned this pub here that you're standing in at the moment, and he was selling property to a man on the mountain, an American, and he heard a scream coming from the area of the wishing well, which is on Sleafy in Carlingford, and he went over to investigate. And when he went over, he found what you see here is the suit and the bones, which are over here. And in the pocket of the suit there were 4 gold coins, and beside them there was an area of scorched earth. So he brought them down and he brought them in here, and we believe that they are authentic, the only authentic artefacts of leprechauns ever found in Ireland. At the time, 20 years ago, I thought it was a great idea. I was a chairman of the local tourism association, and I was slightly sceptical about the whole process. And I decided I'd hold a leprechaun hunt on the mountain, and we put up ceramic leprechauns, and thousands of people came, and it was a wonderful day, and that was it as far as I was concerned. And over the years, I've come to believe in leprechauns myself. I saw 3. In my lifetime, I've seen 3. And I saw them one day as I was out with the dog walking. I was coming over Sleafy Mountain in the Golian, which is the shoulder of the mountain, which comes from the Gaelic word Gulan. And I was coming to the area of the Slate Rock. And when I got there, I had the dog with me. It was 11:15 in the morning, and there were 3 wee leprechauns sitting on the rock, just as you see in that suit there, just like that. Now, I couldn't communicate with them, I couldn't hear them, but I could see them. And I was just transfixed, and so was the dog. We both stood there for what we thought was a full minute. And it would normally take me about a half an hour to get back home. And instead of a half an hour, I should have been home by about 12:15. And I walked in the door, it was 7 o'clock in the evening. So I was there for all that time, and trying to explain to the wife where I was very, very difficult. Anyway, I came to believe in leprechauns, and I believe that we were the only area left in Ireland where they lived. I know now that there are 236 of them left in the whole of Ireland, and that they live at the Slate Rock in Carlingford. We set up an organisation called the Carlingford Leprechaun Protection Group, and we decided that what we would do is we would lobby the EU, so MEPs on both sides of the border, to have this area as a protected area, because it was all about biodiversity and the world's biodiversity, and we had something that was unique to Ireland here. And after much lobbying and many objections from Caoilse, the National Forestry people who wanted to plant the mountain, from the Black-Faced Mountain Sheep people who wanted to graze the mountain, we got them to add leprechauns. So we got a letter, I think the letter's here. So now today we have a leprechaun hunt on the mountain. It's for ceramic leprechauns to celebrate the existence of leprechauns in the mountain. And we have stewards up there that won't allow anybody to walk to the right of the hunt area to where they exist. And that's basically the protected areas. That's basically the story. I have the gold coins. PJ had them passed over to me, and with each one there's a gift, and there are 4 gifts, and I have to pass them on 3 hours before I die. If I don't, they revert back to the leprechauns, and so to the gift. But I must hand them on to a family that has 7 sons on it, and I have to give it to the eldest of the 7 sons. And as luck would have it, I have 7 sons.
Wow, that's That's amazing.
And what's even more extraordinary is that since yesterday, I now have 7 grandsons.
I don't believe
So
it.
yeah, so that's fantastic, and I'm delighted.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
7 sons and 7 grandsons.
And 7 grandsons, yeah.
So the legacy will continue.
The legacy will continue. If I get it passed over, I'm not giving those gifts over to my son yet. I'm going to take my chances and wait.
At the start I was kind of a little bit sceptical about it, but if you actually go into just down the street here, PJ O'Hare's, they've actually got the evidence of the leprechaun bones down there, and we've actually got coins as well. By the way, that's top secret. You don't know where they are, even I don't know, and I'm in a pretty close circle with the whole thing. So I would absolutely say that I do believe in it. There's no doubt that I do believe in it. A lot of people are sceptical, which is fine, but if you come here and you come to the mountains and the whole lot, you see it, it's fantastic.
I found a leprechaun over there and it was very hard to find, but I found it straight over at an old bridge over there at the old bush, and it was very hard to find one more. Well, I just found one of them.
And what do you win? Do you win a prize?
Almost. Well, I just